evening. This is Janae Edney of Super Athletes of the Virgin Islands. We have a professional ball player that we're going to be interviewing in a minute. His name is Georgio Milligan. Georgio, how are you tonight?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. How are you doing?
I'm doing excellent. We're going to get right into it because I know that you're very busy, and I won't hold you up. My first question is to you is, when did you know you wanted to play ball professionally?
Well, I guess it's always been a dream, but I knew I could do it when I was in middle school. So I would say 7th to 8th grade, 14 years old.
Okay. And who inspired you?
Oh, my father. My father inspired me. He played basketball. Unfortunately, he had an injury playing football. But I've always grew up around sports.
And who is your father?
George Milligan.
And he's from the Virgin Islands, is that correct?
Correct. Both of his parents were born in St. Croix. And my father is actually the first person in the family out of 6 children that was born in Harlem, in New York.
Okay. Okay, good. How did you make contact to play professional ball, basketball?
My first contact was after I graduated college, and I was looking to continue my career. So I actually went through my school's alumni system. I went to Franklin and Marshall College, which is in Pennsylvania, an hour from Philadelphia. And I had one alumni who's actually an assistant coach on the Denver Nuggets. He coached in Germany. So he had gave me a contact from when he was there.
Okay. And how did you prepare to be a professional player?
The preparation was every day. Every day, working on my game, and also asking advice from people who've seen me play. Practicing on my shot and just, making my weaknesses my strengths.
Okay. And can you explain to our youths who wants to play ball 7 things our players need to get ready for the professional world or college level?
Okay. Well,
what was your routine?
The first thing I would say before basketball is staying focused. Because when you go to college or you go overseas, you're alone. You're by yourself. There's no family. There's no. You have to make new friends, but there's no friends, no one you grew up with. So it's easy to get sidetracked, or maybe you're used to your father telling you to go to the gym in the morning, but that's not there. When you're in school, you're by yourself, so you have to make yourself get up and go and stay focused and stay hungry.
So how did you stay focused and stay hungry? I mean, since no one was there.
Well, I had a plan. For my school is actually I used to get a lot of homework, a lot of schoolwork. So I used to break my time up into blocks, doing homework, and then making sure I had time to get into the gym, and then weightlifting, creating that routine, and running and conditioning. So I would create a routine, and after I did that routine, it became a habit. So once I created the good habits I needed, that's actually, carried me this far, is those habits I created when I first started college.
Okay, so that's 3 things. Now give me 4 more things that you do to prepare.
And the 4th would definitely be listening. If you do pick the school or you do pick an organization, I would say before professionally, college, if you do go to a college and the coach that's there, you have to trust them. So sometimes it may not work out, sometimes it will. In my case, it did. So I learned a lot from my coach, asking questions, and a lot of the negative feedback, I didn't get upset about it. or say, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I actually took the criticism and worked on my game so then, they wouldn't have anything bad to say.
Okay. That's good. Okay, and what was the most difficult part of starting?
Of starting?
Yeah.
You mean like starting on the court or?
Yeah, starting on your career to play.
Starting on my career. I would say, making that decision to go pro. I hate to say decision because it makes it sound like it's just words. Because a lot of people would say, "Yeah, I want to be a pro," but that's not what it takes. It actually, everything you have has to be put into perfecting your craft. The same way, a doctor or a lawyer studies for the bar. Those 6 months or those months when they're studying, that's what they're doing. They're eating, studying, sleeping, studying. So when you want to become a professional, it's, when I'm playing in Costa Rica right now. When I wake up in Costa Rica, after I eat, I'm going to the gym. I'm riding a bike. I'm not driving, taking a car. I'm riding up hills, down hills, riding to the gym to put up shots, and then I'm riding to the weight room to lift. And then after that, I'm eating, and then I'm going to practice. So it's actually a part of me. So when you decide to go pro, it has to become a part of who you are. I won't eat certain things or drink certain things because of me playing basketball. I'm sure everyone's mothers told them their body's their temple and they have to take care of it. But you have to live by that when you decide to play sports professionally.
Okay, so what time do you get up every morning to go to the gym?
Well, in my case, it depends on what time the gym I have the gym, because playing there, soccer is a huge sport.
Okay.
So I have to share the gym, but sometimes it'll vary from getting up at 6 o'clock, 6:30, so I can get into the gym at 7:30 in the morning. Or the latest time I would have would be 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. I would have to be in the gym by 10 a.m.
Okay, that's awesome. But I should have asked you in the beginning. Can you tell us where you're at and who you play for? I'm so sorry I didn't ask you that in the beginning.
No problem. No, it's okay. I have played in Germany, in South Germany, in a city called Ulm, for a reason. Pro B was the name of the division. I am right now playing in the first division in Costa Rica, which is in Central America. And I'm playing, my last season I played for a team named Copenhagen, San Ramon.
Okay. And what is your stats look like? What is your average?
This past season I averaged 21 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, and 2 steals.
Awesome. So that kind of information you always keep on hand?
Yes, yeah. There's a lot of keys to playing professionally. Keeping your stats is one of them, because a lot of after the game they'll send us the stat sheet. But I'll make sure to copy my statistics and create the averages.
And why is it? Okay. And why is why are you saying it's important to keep your stats?
Because it's when you want to move to other teams or talk to agents, they want to know what you've done. They want to know what you've done, and they want to see what you've done. So another key thing is grabbing game film.
Okay.
Some teams film every game and they'll send you a copy, and then some teams won't film it at all. Or some teams will film them and not give you a copy, because they know once you get that game film and show it to other people will want you.
Uh-huh. So tell me something. When you were playing in college, did you have to do the same thing, or in high school? What was the requirements, or what did you think was important in you keeping? Did you think that keeping the stats was important from high school on into college?
Keeping the stats, no, but I did grab game film.
Okay.
That's something I've been doing. Keeping stats, not so much, because when I was in school, there's a lot of websites that, had top players and had their stats already on there. But I made sure to grab game film, and that's something that's important if you're going to send it to a college.
Okay.
Send the information.
Oh, thank you.
But if I could do it over, I would grab the stats too.
Okay. Because we usually, when we do tournaments here, we don't tell the players what their stats are because of how they take it in a negative kind of way so far from what we've seen. So we try not to give it to them. Do you think that is something that we should let them see their stats?
No, I agree with you because I was never that kid that after the game I went to go check the scorebook to see how much I had or see how many assists I had, and I could see if kids are focused on collecting their stats, they may play a little selfishly, so they can make sure they have good stats. That's why I guess maybe that's why I never did it in high school, but professionally that's differently because you could be fired off of not getting the stats or how your team is doing. And because or it had nothing to do with your stats. It's at the end of the day, you also have a lot of people fail to realize that it's a business when you're getting paid to play. So some teams may let you go their way through the season just because, or they just want to bring someone else, and they don't even really have to give you a reason. Sometimes, or you get injured one day and they'll just cut you.
Wow.
So professionally, it's a lot differently than high school. But I would say, and not giving it to them, but maybe I guess another path you may take is maybe you could send after the tournament is done, and maybe a week or 2 weeks later, you could send out a stat, send email it to them.
Okay.
Email it to them, or you could do. I don't know, you could do the top 10 scores of the tournament, top 10 rebounders, top 10 steals, and just email it to them. And, later on, like a week or two after, it's an afterthought,
Yeah.
And so something maybe they're not really worried about or caught up in the moment.
Got you. Well, this has been a pleasure of talking to you, Georgio, and I really appreciate it. The next time we do one, we definitely have to have video, but I know that we couldn't do one at this moment, but the next time, we're going to have you on video.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, I look forward to it.
All right. Thank you.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
Good night.